Okay, so we did get some snow. Let me just mention that none of it was in the forecast. People who create them don't do their job good. My goodness, it is so freezing right now that it was even cold on the subway station. Usually, like, covered subway stations are the places to get warm, and now even they are cold. So cold. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm ready for summer. That's it. Let's bring in the summer. Because why not? No, I know. That's why I need money as well. So I could bring myself summer or bring myself into summer anytime I need it. Sigh. Okay, I made it home. You know how cold it is that even touching my teeth with the back of my lip, it's cold. Like they're cold. Send help. Should I get a haircut? It's been what? I think I did my haircut in spring, and this is what it grew like, I think. I don't know. Anyway, haircut is not what I wanted to talk to you about. I guess this might be useful for artists. So I've seen my friend today, Joanna, who's an amazing photographer, one of those people who I can talk about art and how hard it is for an independent artist to actually make it happen for themselves. And when we started talking about rejections, she asked me, how do I keep going after them? Basically, like, why don't I kind of break down, and cry? And I told her my philosophy, my take on that, and how I was basically taught it at the acting school. And you can apply it to any artistic, what would you call it, profession. And maybe it would be useful to those of you who are artists, because she said that, wow, this is so simple, but how didn't I understand it before? So, rejections, right? In my case, as actors, in her case, as a photographer, we deal a lot with rejection, right? A big part of visual art is being liked by someone. And the hard part about rejection is that a lot of us take it personally. And that's absolutely what you shouldn't do. What was helpful for me to understand it is that I'm also a director, and I was on the other side. I was on the side of those who were casting people. And I remember clearly that I had two wonderful actresses who were auditioning for the leading part in my short film, both were wonderful, but I had to choose one. I had to. And I just like, okay, let it be this one. That's it. It didn't mean at all that the other girl was bad. No. It was just like I had to choose someone. And this girl who I chose, she was recommended by a producer of that short film, so it kind of made sense. That's where networking and knowing people comes in. Because knowing someone can get you a job. Then for the same film, I was choosing between two men, and I chose one because his schedule worked better for me. Even though the other guy was better in the acting, but he didn't tell me till the last moment that he was not available the day I needed him to be available. And it's like a restaurant was booked for shooting, a hotel was booked for shooting, travel was booked for shooting. So it's like equipment, everything was booked for shooting. I couldn't reschedule it, so I had no other choice but I had a choice to reschedule everything, but that when I was doing both myself, like directing and producing, that felt enormous, like huge, and I just couldn't deal with that. So I chose to go with the guy who was available, and that's why, like, it didn't mean that that guy who was not available was a bad actor. No, it's just his schedule didn't work for me. So when you are rejected, it's not about you, it's not personal. And a lot of artists take rejection personally. Like my friend, she said that I took everything personally, that they didn't take my work because they didn't like me personally. No way. I remember a story my friend told me. She was on the casting side of one, I think it was a musical, some theater piece. And one girl came to audition and she was absolutely brilliant. And they talked about her like, oh my God, we need to take her. She's brilliant. She's amazing. She could do like any role. And when it came to choosing those who will be playing, they had this long table with all the headshots. And they're like, where do we put her? Is she this, like this character, that character, that character? And, I don't know. Let's put her aside, and for now, let's deal with those who we know for sure. These people auditioned for this character. And then they did it for another character, and for another character, and for another character. And that brilliant girl who could do anything, she didn't book it. She didn't book it, but she was absolutely brilliant. And there is a big chance that she left like thinking that she sucked. But actually she was brilliant. It has nothing, like any rejection, it has nothing to do with it. So the big thing here is to shift your perception and mindset to understand that your job is, like in my case as an actor, my job is not getting the part. My job is to audition, because after that, nothing depends on me. What depends on me is auditioning. So my job is to prepare for the audition. If it's in person, I have to show up, I have to enter the room, and I have to do everything I can to give it all right there during the audition. Once I leave the room, nothing depends on me. Like, that's not my problem anymore. My job is done. I showed up, I auditioned. The rest is up to them. It doesn't depend on me. It's not personal. If it's a self-tape, my job is to find a reader or to record the other person's lines, make sure I can deal with them while recording the self-tape, then record the self-tape, send it. Done. That's it. My job is done. The rest doesn't depend on me. Absolutely. Really, it's like being on the other side, it really helps to understand that it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it can be like the height. For example, they're casting a couple and they have nothing specific, right? But for example, they have a very short guy playing the lead and they need a shorter girl to play his girlfriend. And it's like, so automatically those who are taller than him, they're not taking them. Or they're going like for a much taller girl. Of course, then all the shorter girls, they don't get chosen. And it doesn't mean that they're bad actors. No, it's just not what they're looking for. Or like, how do these people go together? Will they be like, look at a nice couple? Is there harmony or there is not? Like the look they're going for. It doesn't mean you're bad actors if you're not chosen. Yes, rejection is a big part of this game. Yes. We can complain about the rules as much as we want to, but it will not change the rules. Same like with social media, right? Right now, this is part of the game. We can complain about it a lot, but the rules won't change. So, same with rejection. This is part of the game. If you're playing the game, just accept it. Yes, there will be a lot of rejection. Yes, there is a chance you will never make it up there, wherever you want to be. Yes, there is a chance. But there is also another chance that maybe you will. So, rejection in the artistic world is not about you personally. It's about them, those who choose. You have no idea why some of the decisions are made. So just, my dear artists, don't put it on your shoulders. That's not your job. Choosing you is not your job. Your job is to show up, do what you do, and let it go. That's it. Like letting go is a big part of it. Just let it go. And if you're in this industry, in this business, just accept that, yes, things might never happen. That's a choice. Your choice is either to play this game, then accept all the rules, or, I don't know, go get 9-to-5 job. That's it. My little message for today. I hope everyone had a great Martin Luther King Day, right? It was a day off for a lot of us. Unfortunately, not for those who are in the hospitality industry. I hope people were generous and left a lot of tips today. Okay, as usual, thanks so much for listening. I hope I will see you tomorrow. I hope everyone had a great Monday. I hope you are not so cold as we are here. It's definitely, like, tomorrow will be brutal. Absolutely brutal. I'm still debating. Like, I was supposed to go to the gym today, but because I saw my friend, I came home late. I didn't go to the gym. So I'm not sure if I will go tomorrow, but I should. But it will be so cold, my God. It will be terribly cold. Like, taping the air conditioner really helped. At least it's not that freezing in the room anymore. But still, like, this room is kind of chilly. But it's good, right? You have to kind of sleep in a chilly room. Yes. Okay. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.